Jayme Kloss was a 13-year-old girl who lived in Barron, Wisconsin with her parents, James and Denise. On October 25, 2018, a 21-year-old named Jake Patterson showed up at the Kloss home at just before 1 a.m., waking the family, banged on the door, and shined a flashlight in the front window. James, thinking perhaps Patterson was a police officer, asked to see his badge. Patterson fired a shotgun blast through the door, killing James instantly, and then searched the rest of the house until he found Denise and Jayme hiding in the bathroom. He bound Jayme's hands and feet with duct tape, then fatally shot her mother at point-blank range. Patterson then forced Jayme into the trunk of his car and drove off, pulling over when police cruisers drove by, sirens and lights on. Toward the Kloss house, Denise had managed to call 911 before Jake broke down the bathroom door, and although she did not speak, the dispatcher heard a disturbance and sent officers to the location. But they drove right past him. Patterson drove Jayme back to his home in Gordon, Wisconsin, made her change clothes, then forced her under his bed and barricaded her there. And that's it. He didn't assault her. He didn't torture her. He just left her under his bed, occasionally letting her out into the rest of the house. Jayme was so terrified of him after witnessing his murder of her parents that she didn't try to escape. At first, on January 10, 2019, Patterson told Jayme he was leaving for a few hours, and as usual, barricaded her under his bed. After he left, Jayme forced her way out, put on a pair of his sneakers, and ran until she encountered neighbor Jean Nutter, who recognized her from news reports and immediately took her to another neighbor's house where police were called. Patterson was apprehended that same day and immediately admitted guilt. This whole case just didn't make any sense at all. Jake Patterson had no criminal record and no red flags in his history. He was described as quiet, polite, and shy, a nice boy. He didn't know Jayme or her parents, had never met them. He also had no motive when the police asked. He couldn't give them one. He just said he had seen Jayme getting off her school bus one day on his way home from work and decided she was the girl he wanted to take. He immediately began planning her abduction. Once he had her, he just kept her hidden under his bed like a souvenir for 88 days. Patterson pleaded guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of kidnapping and was sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole, plus 40 years for the kidnapping. He was never charged in relation to Jayme's captivity because the authorities did not want to subject Jayme to any more questioning than necessary. Patterson stated that he decided to plead guilty in order to spare Jayme and her family the trauma of a trial and reportedly also tried to get a note of apology to her. What do you think this case, audience? Please like and subscribe to my channel.